Here's your host, Roger Reedmiller.
Welcome back to another Lawyer on the Line. I am your host, Roger Reedmiller. And if you have a legal question, get on those phone lines right now. We're ready to answer your question about a personal injury, automobile accident claim or case, or just want to talk about a workers' compensation matter or one of those areas of the law. Give us a call now. 888-263-0001 is a toll-free number available anywhere within the broadcast distance of the signal. And remember, as always, if the lines are busy, please call again. All right, let's talk about our topic of the week before we go to our first caller. Our topic of the week this week is health history. Health history is a topic that scares a lot of folks who have injury accidents, in that they think that they have some history in their medical records prior to an accident and then injure or re-injure the same part of the body where they have a history of medical problems. They think that they are denied, they think that they can be denied or will be denied, and some folks will not even pursue the claim because of that problem. Having a pre-existing condition can actually be a blessing and not a curse. A pre-existing condition before an accident, it will often spell out specifically what the problem is, the physiological problem is with your body, because you will have gotten some treatment for that particular condition, and the doctors will give diagnoses in the medical records and so forth. And so sometimes you have this picture of before and after with the pre-existing condition, and you can compare the histories of before and after and see how they are different. The number one thing, though, that I talk to folks about with respect to pre-existing condition is, what were the diagnostic tests that you had performed on this pre-existing condition? Let's say, for example, you have a back injury from an automobile accident. Your lower back is very painful, but you have a prior history of lower back problem that you received medical treatment and diagnostic test performed on, including an MRI. If you had an MRI before the accident, a year or two, or any significant period of time frame within 5 years, I would say, of that accident, you can often take that MRI and compare it to an MRI after the accident, if that's what the doctors end up doing, and the doctors can compare the difference between the before MRI and the after MRI. When I mean by 5 years, there isn't really a time frame to look at, but the longer you go between MRIs, the more difficult it's going to be to compare the two, compare the progression. There might be other things in between those MRIs that could affect the situation. But a good time frame might be 5 years or so. But comparing the diagnostic tests such as an MRI or X-ray study, or say an EMG nerve conduction test, or any other type of diagnostic test, and comparing the results from those tests before and after will often show just exactly how much worse your condition is as a result of this automobile accident. So that's a blessing in disguise. You had this problem before, but now it's a lot worse, and maybe it's one level up in the back or one level lower in the back than it was before. And the doctors can actually pinpoint with these diagnostic tests just how much worse this accident made your condition from an objective standpoint, not just from a subjective, objective being the evidence in the medical records and medical tests versus your subjective or complaints made in the medical history. The second thing to understand is that prior injuries made worse in an accident are actually compensable in the state of Kansas. There's a specific jury instruction that says aggravation of a pre-existing condition is compensable and can be made part of the claim. So don't be afraid of the aggravation case just because some insurance company is telling you that, well, you had this condition before, it's the same condition as was before. Well, if you can prove the aggravation, the law says you're entitled to the damages that aggravation causes or caused. Understand that if it's a workers' compensation claim now, they've taken a lot of that aggravation, if not entirely out, mostly out of the equation in a work comp claim. If all you have is solely an aggravation of a pre-existing condition in a work comp claim, that's a different story. That's a much more problematic problematic case and can be denied. Lastly, an accurate medical history that predates your accident can show just how little or significant your condition was before the accident compared to after the accident. So what's most important for you is to be truthful and honest and accurate with your doctor in your history. Even after an accident, telling a doctor about a pre-existing condition is not the death knell of that case. Be truthful, be honest, and be accurate. But if you have a pre-existing condition and you know it's going to be an issue, you almost always should get a consultation with a lawyer, and you're probably going to need a lawyer to fight the insurance company who's going to try to latch on to that pre-existing condition and use it as a defense in your case. And that is the topic of the week.